Great to be on Mindscope again. I am Segilola. How are you doing, dear listener? I trust your day is going on fantastically well. Fantastically well. Can you imagine where that? I don't know where that word came from. You just dropped. Please just accept it. Thank you so much. I'm just bubbling with life. I'm grateful to God. It's such a beautiful privilege to be here again. Emmanuel Ekason.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I just feel like switching. Let's switch.
Okay,
you understand? It's allowed. So that Ekason, I expect that you will respond in that same flow.
Okay, Kasama.
Thank you.
Does that feel better?
Yes, I feel better.
All right, good to have you again.
Same here, same here. There's something I've noticed recently, Emmanuel. DJ Magic, well done. I ill. Yes. So I noticed that it's been quite windy. Did you observe that?
Yes.
It's been
true.
quite windy. And honestly, coming to the studio this afternoon, I was just appreciating the fresh breeze. We need to pay attention, honestly, to what is happening around us. So we should not allow situations and whatever, all those overwhelming bills to cover our minds from appreciating the beauty around us.
Life.
So I want you to, specifically pay attention to certain blessings around you. They are so free. Oxygen is free. Let's enjoy and then be grateful. When you visit a hospital, you might understand what I'm saying when it comes to receiving oxygen.
Definitely.
It's not that free for some people there in the hospital. So there's so much blessings around us. And with this train of thought, a statement just dropped in my heart, and that is, do you know when you are thankful, you'll be more peaceful? Yeah. Look around you. People that are not peaceful, they are very ungrateful people. But, well, I just hope that we can dwell on this.
That's food for thought.
Is it food for thought? Thank you so much, Emmanuel. So today, to the business of today, I'm switching now. We are looking at how our businesses can grow better, how we can perform better and serve and give better value to clients. So our conversation is centered on what structure means for a business owner and how can they create structures for their businesses, with special emphasis on the human resources aspect of the business. And to discuss this very important topic with us today on Mindscope is a woman, a lady. I would say she's amazingly pretty. Joke. Oh, yeah. A passion for human resource development in Nigeria is palpable. It's something you can feel. She's such a joyful trainer, and she's a visionary principal consultant at Beamers Consulting. Jokelicious.
Hi, Segelicious.
You're welcome. I can't help it.
Thank you.
Adejoke Aderibigbe. Welcome again.
Thank you, Segelicious.
Oh, so great to have you.
That's intro. In fact, my head is just swelling like that.
You deserve it.
Thank you, Jen.
You're a hard-working woman, and I really admire your courage. You're such a woman of substance. These are the kind of women I respect.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, so, okay, we are looking at structure, creating structures for business, all right?
Yes.
So, could you help us understand what does structure mean, especially to a business owner?
Okay. Thank you very much, Segen. It's good to be here once again. Yes. So, basically, structure. What does structure mean? A lot of times I consult for a lot of small businesses. That's actually my passion.
That's your passion, SMEs.
SMEs, basically.
Small but mighty.
Small but...
Don't mind me.
Thank you. Yeah. So I have a passion for them. And so basically what I help them do is I just help them put structures in place for the business. But typically when I'm talking to a typical SME and they are like, and I say structure, that word is always as if it's a big thing. I'm like, I'm small. It's not me that needs structure. It's me. I mean, my parlor now. I'm operating from my kitchen.
My kitchen, yeah.
I don't need structure.
That small space.
That small space. It's only me. I don't need structure. I'm like, if I get that, you are running the business. Your business is different from you. So you should always tell me that you can start small, but always think big.
Wow.
So in that your small space, in that your small corner, think of how you can, quote unquote, put that structure in place for the business, so that when the time now comes that you really need it, you actually have something in place and just running with it.
Okay, so
So
you can
breaking it
start
down,
small,
yeah,
but always think big.
Think
I
big,
love
think
that.
global. Yes.
Thank you.
So I just try to break it down for them. I say, first of all, I have some words I use to describe structure to make things easier for them.
Okay.
I say first one is structure. I will use a word to say structure is separation. Separating yourself from the business, realizing that you are not your business. And on terms of separation, I can say we have two kinds of separation.
Okay.
You have the personal separation and have the business separation. And in terms of the business, you can say, okay, identifying the different parts that will make up your business, those different elements that will allow you to run your business, your trade as a business. So for instance, we're talking about someone starting from her kitchen. We are starting a cook. We want to start a catering business,
Okay.
So that typical catering business has a lot of processes inside that could turn to departments that ultimately will help you start the trade as a business. So for instance, somebody calls you and says to order, oh please, can you make me jollof rice and chicken? Like, okay. The person calls you to say,
this might be the first time you will be preparing it.
Normally you've been
for
doing it for your
client.
family, but
And
just think that,
people
okay,
know
now
you to be a good
exactly
cook.
because of this season as well, a lot of people that lost jobs, people that are in between jobs, had to look inward to see, okay, what do I have to earn an income? And that's how you normally start. You're thinking, I need to earn maybe extra income or new income or something. So it starts with you recognizing what you have. So the person says, okay, I'm a good cook. Everybody says I cook well. Okay, so how do I turn that cooking well, that skill, into a business?
Okay.
Okay, that doesn't just, okay, someone says, okay, let me help you. Okay, yeah, I'm doing a small parlor party in my house. Help me make jollof rice and chicken for my guests. Okay.
Like 10 people.
So you take that order, then what happens? The person pays you, or maybe pays upfront or whatever. Then you go to the market to get the things you need to do. Then you come back to your house, you store it before the D-Day. Then of course on the D-Day you cook what you need to cook. Then you deliver it, you get paid, then you close the deal and all that. In that simple process of you getting the order to you actually delivering, a lot
buying the ingredients.
Yes. So for instance, person that makes, when you receive the call, that's what we call customer service in business.
Sure.
And then person pays you, that's actually finance. Finance and accounting, and then you go into the market actually like admin. Exactly, like you're going to
even though it's just one person running the show now.
It's only you doing all that, so
okay.
that. So you come back, you store, that's inventory, this is part of the admin part of it, Then when you now have to start cooking, that's the operations, that's the heart of the business, that's operations. Then you finish cooking, you have to deliver, that's logistics. And the person now finishes the logistics and the person pays you. At the end of the day, that also goes back to the bank. That's, I now have to do your account reconciliation. I have to sit down, have I made this transaction that cost me? Did I make profit or not?
You need to also write down.
Write it down,
exactly.
Of every single thing.
Wow. Okay.
Because even a lot of people just, so you now ask yourself at the end of the day, you probably charge this person something. At the end of the day, sometimes now ask yourself, did I make money from this transaction? But you probably forget that someone at the end of the day probably use your own money, personal money, to actually run the business. And you need to go, no, because there was no structure. So so inside all these things, I've actually recognized that we actually counted like six or seven parts that need to be clearly identified and broken down. And then Jonathan have something in place around you to actually turn it into a quote unquote structured departments.
Okay, so at that level of having 10 orders and all that, it's so easy at that point for that person, the business owner, to handle all those aspects.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at when or at what point does a business owner, for someone like that, at what point will he or she need to how would I put it now? Put the structure in place.
Yeah, because like we said, now these are things that we just identified.
Yes.
That this person probably has not seen that. Okay, these are business structures in here. So at the point whereby now the people that ate the food during at that gathering of 10 people, like, oh wow, this is so nice. Please, who made this? So those 10 people now make their own orders from this same person. So from one order, 2 others come in, 3 others come, and still the same person. Who is still running around, picking up the calls, going to the markets, coming back, cooking?
What's the consequence of that?
I'm telling you, so many consequences. Most like, the prayer the person has been praying that God bless this business, bless the work of my hands. May now turn to a curse because you cannot handle all those things at the same time. Yeah, you don't have capacity.
And then quality
begins to drop. And most likely, you're not disappointing the customers because there is no way. Maybe now we have 5 orders in a day that you need to deliver only you. How do you want to begin to do it? Okay. So this is at the point that you now need to start bringing in people. That's where the HR part of it now begins to come in. You need to get somebody into the business.
Okay.
But the question now is, who do you get into the business? What part of this quote unquote department that you identified do you need them to help you with?
Okay, this is interesting. Dear listener, you're still listening to Mindscope on Echo 89.7. We are still looking at what structure means for a business owner and how can you create structures for your businesses. Structure made easy for SMEs, the HR advantage. The tag for today is hashtag SME for SMEs. I love it. That's Adejoke.
Yeah.
She's such an ingenious lady. Our guest is Adejoke Aderibigbe. She is the principal consultant at BMAS Consulting. So Adejoke, let's look at, we've talked about what structure is and when.
Yeah.
Now we need to, maybe you emphasize why before we go to how.
Okay.
So why structure?
Do you need structure
for your business?
Yeah. So where do you need structure? Now for at the point that we talked about that when the business is just you and you, they probably get to a point in time where it, like you said, it has to move beyond you. So it has to move beyond you. So it has to move to other people in terms, it could be in terms of the HR, getting more people on board. It could be in terms of finance, getting people, maybe you now need to, there's some things that you yourself cannot actually finance your bankroll your business.
So you need financial support.
Yeah, it could be in terms of loans.
Yeah.
Or it could be in terms of equity from equity investors and all that.
Yeah.
At that point, nobody wants to, it will ask you for your financial statements. It will ask you they want to see the financial health of your business. So then that one they will need to see your bank account. They will need to see money going in, they will need to see money going out. But a typical business owner probably has just one account, a personal account. So all the money that they get goes into that personal account. And for most of the time, when they even get money, they don't even pay it into the account because we are like,
that's why they remember one urgent.
I'm telling you, no, and I at that point. As they're collecting the money, like you said, all the needs that has been hanging. That is why they need to. So that's all those needs that begin to start to personal needs. This one, that one.
God has answered our prayers.
So the
that's not dishing out
into the account. So at the end of the day, you just your account.
So your advisors, even the first business, register, right? Have a bank account.
Yeah, bank account
for that business.
Yeah, register your business. As well as the business name. As in just a business name, and then that's, I think, something that with this business made easy that the federal government has put in place. It's easy for you to just get that done. I think I wouldn't get it done yourself online. Just get your business name registered because you need that to open an account for the business.
True.
You need a name. So once you get your business name, go open your business account.
Okay.
And make sure that every transaction passes through your account. So that person has paid for that meal for 10 people. The person pays you, take it into their accounts. Let's go into that. So anything that you now need to you want to make some withdrawals from that account, have an invoice or have some what we call, it could be a book where you have where you just write all the things that are going out. So any withdrawal you make, you're actually accounting for it. And as you pay somebody, as you pay your own vendors, make sure they give you receipts as much as possible. Ask for receipts.
Okay.
So those are the things I can actually back up, because it probably gets to the point whereby you also need to start auditing your accounts, whereby your investors will ask for audited accounts. we ask for an accountant something, and these are the things that the auditors or the accountants will need to actually help you balance your books.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is actually so for you to be able to attract the right funding for your business, for you to be able to attract the right people for your business.
The right people. Okay.
Yes, for your business.
So let's look at how now.
Okay. So how do you?
Yes. How do you start, or how do you initiate the structures? How do you put them in place?
Okay. So the first thing is you identifying all those parts that make up your business, and now naming them accordingly. You know, so like we talked about customer service, like that one that you're picking up the call, I said that one is customer service, but that's customer relations. So it depends on whatever name you want to call it. So everything is just nomenclature. As something that you yourself understand. Because I always tell people that customer service in one business is different from customer service in another business.
Yeah.
But some people, customer service is just you picking up the phone call and you just answering phone calls. In some other businesses, customer service goes beyond that. It is you also like following up. Yes.
Sure. Marketing.
Exactly. Yeah. You call it customer facing. So it's customer facing. Do you understand?
Yes.
But so I tell people, even though you actually identified you've named your departments, also come up with what each department, the actual job, the actual work that each department should be doing. So like we just said now that customer service is maybe picking up because following up with customers, getting new customers.
Some even they handle files at the point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You could be files, yeah. You could be files, yeah.
The customer files. Yes.
So for each of them, maybe to clearly articulate what each of those departments will be doing.
Okay.
You know, so the person that is going to be cooking the food, would that be the same person that will be going to the market? You know, so by the time people now you begin to now employ people into your business, they know what they are supposed to be doing. Yes.
Job description is very important.
It's very key. They need to know. No,
because at times the expectations are not realistic.
Because,
you know,
you have one person, you see one person should be the one going to markets, coming back, doing inventory. At the end of the day, another benefit of structure that we said is also accountability and transparency.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because it's one person that is collecting the money, that is going to the markets, that is coming back and putting the thing back in the store, that's cooking the food. At the end of the day, are you yourself? I mean, there's so much. You are already full. Your hands are already full. Before you know, at the end of the day, you realize that the person has actually maybe even been put on a quote taken from you.
Yeah. Because
you are not on top of how much the person spent. Go to the market. Did the person really buy what they're meant to buy? Did the person really stock it up? Has it really been used? I actually realized a lot of the times I had a case that the woman, like she was not even in the business, so she had people that were just everybody doing their own thing. There's no accountability, nothing. By the time she realized, so some of them just like two just resigned on the same day. By the time she now came to business, she now realized that they would just write in her book and give her the book now. But by the time she went to the store,
it was empty.
It was empty because the same people handling the same things. So you're able to actually, so this person does this person does this. You're able to say, now one person should not be the one collecting money, going to market and also do inventory. So that also helps to put checks and balances in place.
Yes.
So you know that so one person doing this is problem can cause problem at the end of the day. So by the time you actually identify your departments, you've identified the specific roles that they need to play, you come up with job descriptions, and that one maybe now we begin to attract people into your. Talk about the HR advantage.
Okay.
That attracts people into the business. So the first thing has to do with you identifying, you sourcing it out, and then you now documenting it.
Okay.
It's important.
Okay.
That documentation part is important, but that helps to remove objectivity in the business. Because I realize a lot of people, even though you have all these things in place, everything, but for a lot of people, they have it in their heads. So it's not, or you have everything scattered in somewhere written. So by the time people start coming into your business and it's not clear, everybody does what they're supposed to do or what they think they should be doing. That also leaves an element of what we call people bootlicking. Okay. That only when a guy is around that people do things that because a guy will maybe when I'm guys around, I carry the file.
That's the eye service.
Thank you, eye service.
Thank you very much.
Balance.
So you, the visionary, you must be on top of the work, be around and motivate your people, create the right atmosphere.
It has been an objective manner.
Okay, this is awesome. We can't actually exhaust this. What's your social media platform for people who might want to speak or interact with you?
On Facebook, I'm on as Adejoke Aderibigbe.
Okay.
Yes. On IG, on Instagram, I'm on as the Beamers Diva.
Okay. Please spell that.
THEBEAMAZ.
Easy.
Yes, AZ.
Okay.
Diva. DIVA.
Okay.
The Beamers Diva.
Okay.
And on LinkedIn, I'm also on as Adejoke Aderibigbe.
Thank you. This is awesome. Dear listener, if you still want to listen again to this episode, you can actually listen to it on YouTube, Mindscope with Segilola. So we can still take the conversation up from there. I want to appreciate you, Adejoke Aderibigbe.
Thank you.
Please keep shining and stay pretty. Emmanuel. Awesome working
so very
with
much.
you.
And then Adejoke, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And DJ Magic, I'm sure you're satisfied now. Dear listener, have a wonderful day and wonderful week ahead. I'm Segilola.